Even as health officials engage in consultations with representatives from the Pan American Health Organization, World Health Organization, the Attorney General's chambers, and other stakeholders for the formulation of a new public health ordinance, which will replace the current one enacted some 88 years ago, mental health and suicide prevention laws are high on the charts to be amended. Health Minister Dr. Frank Anthony on Wednesday explained that the criminalization of suicide is counterproductive and that it does not deter people from taking their own lives. Moreover, persons who contemplate the act need strategic interventions that may not be at their disposal while incarcerated. It is with this in mind that steps will be taken to update the archaic laws which consider persons with mental health challenges as a threat to society. He advanced that the new laws will be tailored to protect the rights of patients.
And if you look at mental health as an example, the legislation back then contemplated that mental health patients were a danger to the society, and therefore you needed to put laws in place that protect the society, and basically you disenfranchise the patients. And that's how these laws were designed. And a lot of people ended up in institutional isolation or in institutions, mental institutions, where they're not necessarily should have been in the first place because they needed treatment and care, and they could have gotten that in the community or closer to home.
Over the next several weeks, the stakeholders will review various aspects of the public health law, seeking to regulate the containment of a wide array of issues. The discussions will also target food safety and incorporate other government ministries and sanitation matters. Dr. Anthony disclosed that health authorities have been crafting a roadmap for the new public health law for a number of months, signaling that there is a dire need for new regulations applicable to the 21st century. He added that proposed amendments to the laws will be made taking into account the health response best practices of countries around the world. He said, too, that the new public health law will support the country's vision of modernizing its health care. Another legislative gap the health ministry is looking to close is inequitable access to medical supplies.
Another area that we'll be working on includes telemedicine. But telemedicine, while the technology would enable us to provide better quality of care in a remote community, for example, telemedicine also would have other legal problems that we did not contemplate before.
PAHO Country Representative Dr. Louis Cadena emphasized the importance of integrating goals with the new laws.
Very important is the commitment with modifiable risk factors, and this is a key issue for the country. We know that NCDs kill 72% of the people in this country and in the region of the Caribbean. But we need to work in these risk factors through legislation. And we are talking about alcohol.
Earlier this year, the National Assembly approved the passage of the Human Organ and Tissue Transportation Bill 2021, a piece of legislation which paves the way for Ghana to be able to conduct organ harvesting for therapeutic and research purposes. It is anticipated that the completion and passage of the new public health ordinance will see an absolute physical overhaul of public health facilities countrywide. Timeka Rodney reporting for the HGP Nightly News.